Hi everybody, Mr. Crompton here. I'm bringing you a quick training video just to help supplement your classes and make sure that we're doing everything right. Okay, so the first thing is, let's look at our standing positions. Okay, so we've got the ready position. And this is just to get the student focused and present on what we're doing. Okay, so if we shout ready or ready position, we should see this stance and we should hear the student say, ready sir. Okay, so ready position, set. Student says concentration sir, and then courtesy, student says respect sir. So they're the three basics that set us up before we go into different drills and training. Let's look at the guarding stance, alright, because for me this is the most important thing. Yeah, this is the thing that's going to really help the student, save them if they're in a confrontation or a self-defense situation, right? Which is one of the reasons we're preparing for, right? So, okay, let's have a look at, now whether you're an adult here on your training program or most of the students are children, doesn't matter whether the situation is in a bar, at a bus stop, at a football game or in a playground, right? Confrontation arises. And the aggressor, usually what they're going to do is they're going to start walking in and usually a bit of a push and a shove, yeah? Because what they try to do is they try to close that gap and they're trying to intimidate. Now, a normal argument, yeah, non-violent argument, you would just stand and argue and converse, right? But if somebody's starting to walk in and close that gap, this usually means they want to strike. Yeah, the reason they're stepping in is because they want to strike. Even if they just want to give a big push, right? That can be very dangerous, yeah? So, we must teach a student that if somebody's entering their personal space, yeah, anything closer than their furthest hand, right? There should be alarm bells ringing off and we should be thinking about getting into this guarding stance straight away, okay? So, aggressor will be walking up and trying to intimidate. Now, we teach, with the guarding stance, we teach to step back. Yeah? Hiya! Naturally, some disciplines like karate and things, you know, they actually teach to step forward. And then you'd be stepping forward into danger, right? That would not be smart. So, in any confrontation, we're teaching to step back. And that's what our guarding stance is, right? It's a step back. It should be a step back with the dominant leg, right? Let me run through that. Really important that we must know left and rights. Yeah, now for our children can learn left and rights from 3 years old. Yeah, little Oliver, 4 years old, yeah, he's mastered his left and rights. Well done to mum and dad who've been drilling on that. But there's a number of things outside of the dojo and safety reasons why it's beneficial to learn left and rights. Obviously there's road safety, but even things like if there's an emergency, right, everybody moves to the left. Well, if they're into the right, that's not going to be good. Yeah, left hand and right hand, we must start to learn the left and rights. We're going to step back. We typically teach to start stepping back with the right because most people are right-handed. As they get more advanced later, they're going to step back with their dominant, and if they're left-handed, they're just stepping back with their left. I'll run through all this in more detail later, but essentially, we want to step back and the hands must come up, yeah? So we're stepping back, hands are up, and this hand's out to measure distance and to measure range, and to keep the aggressor at bay, yeah? First thing we're teaching is conflict avoidance, so the other side benefit of this guarding stance is we're naturally already in a running position, yeah? So if we've stepped back, we could turn and run, yeah? We're in a staggered stance to run, yeah? If we're just stood square on, rabbit in the headlights, we're a sitting duck and we can't really get away either. It's just going to take more time, and it might be a couple of split second that saves the student in this situation. So we're stepping back. Right, now the other thing that we're doing is we're light on our feet, meaning our heels should not be on the floor. We should be on our toes, on our balls of our feet. Yeah. So we're here. We're stepping back. Right, we should be nice and light. Yeah, we should be able to move back. So if a strike comes in, yeah, right, yeah, we should be able to get back right, or roll, get out of the way. Alright, we should be able to get in and out, we should be able to move, we should be soft in the knees, and we should have the heels lifted, the hands should be up, okay? So that's our guarding position, alright? We do see a lot in class now, bearing in mind, a lot of the students are very young, they're very new to it, but repetition is the mother of skill. We've got to get this second nature in class, because if they're in a situation that's dangerous out there, we want this to be automatic. Yeah, we don't want to be thinking, oh yeah, my guiding stance, just give me a minute. No, we want it to be like, there's danger coming in, yeah, I'm here. Right, the hands are up and we're here. Okay, we're going to include in these videos running through all the techniques in the syllabus, so we can break it down, do it properly, without the chaos of the class. Yeah, let's first tonight, all we're going to cover tonight is our jab cross, right, our 2 punches that we learn. So, again, we've stepped back, we're in this staggered guarding stance, yeah? There's already less targets for the opponent. If we're here, the opponent can strike anywhere. If we're here, we've hidden everything, yeah, and we're here. Now, first punch we must learn is the jab. Now, with the jab, again, this sounds really basic because a lot of people are doing it right, but some students are still doing this wrong. The fist, yeah, has got to be thumb to the outside, not the inside, not the top. That's going to break a thumb, yeah. Thumb should be at the back. There should be a rotation. In boxing, we say this is turning your punches over. We should be, as we come out with this jab, yeah, it should rotate, right, and we're looking to land flat. Now, we're not looking to leave that out there. The jab wants to be snappy, yeah? It wants to be out and back in, right? In fact, in our white belt syllabus for juniors and adults, we've got a jab cross and we've got a jab jab cross, so a double jab, yeah? So that'd be double jab, jab, jab. So a lead hand twice, okay? Well, let's refine, while I've got this video on, let's refine the jab and see how do we maximise it. Okay, so to generate more power in the jab, more snap, you want to get this rotation in. So that means we're not just punching with the arm. Yeah, see this? No rotation, okay? Rotation, yeah. See the hips, the legs move, everything moves. If you can see this in the video, I think you can, yeah. And the power is always coming from the hips. In boxing and kickboxing, Thai boxing, it's always from this hip rotation. So the jab, to refine it, yeah, it should be this, the body should be going with that jab, yeah. Yeah. Okay. So that's the jab. Lead hand. If we switch stance, the jab is now this lead hand. So it's always the lead hand, the jab. Which is useful keeping someone away. Yo, I don't want any trouble. Push, keep away, keep away, keep away. Right. Okay, jabs lead hand. The cross on backhand is this backhand here. Now again, we want to rotate with this. Yeah, the power's coming from the hips. Power's coming from this rotation here. The heel goes up, right? And we should retract it back to guard. So it shouldn't be hand down, it should be the hand should snap back to here, yeah? Alright, so that's our jab and our cross. Remember, turn your punches over, land with the middle knuckle, get a nice bit of rotation going on, keep the heels lifted, keep focused, okay, keep the hands up, yeah, and be prepared to move back. Be prepared to move in and back, whilst keeping balance, yeah? Obviously we see a lot of beginners losing balance, right? Especially with, say, like a basic duck, right? Right? We should get a duck, right? And back to our guard, back to our stance. We shouldn't duck and be down there, yeah? So another little drill you can do with a student is just to practice throwing something at them, getting them to duck and be still in this stance, yeah? Still balanced here, duck, yeah? It only needs to be a small duck. Remember, if there's a strike coming in for the head, you only need to duck. You only need to duck 8-10 inches to make it miss. Yeah. So we want to see nice little tight ducks from here. Yeah. Quick final closing note. Yeah. The sounds that we make. Tia for a single strike. Tia for a single hand or arm strike. 2 tia when we're doing a double strike. But remember, the sound is irrelevant. The point of making the noise is it's a breathing aid to make sure we're exhaling as we make our shot, as we strike. Yeah, we should be exhaling as we strike. Yeah, every movement should be an exhale. With that exhale, we should be tensing the core. Yeah, we should be tightening that core up. Okay. So whatever it's tia, 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 tia. The point is to get the student thinking about breathing, exhaling, tightening up with the strike. Yeah, we don't want to inhale and strike. All right, thank you very much. Just finally, student creed. For me, they must learn it. I think in the white belt grading, it's like they've only got to learn the first 2 lines. Look, that's too easy. They must learn, for me, the whole student creed. It's only about 6 lines, and it's the foundation of the programme. And for students not buying into that, they're not valuing the programme. We want them to respect parents, stay away from negative peer pressure, look after each other, and concentrate and focus. It's all in that creed. Yeah, so if you buy into the programme, get them to learn that creed, and whatever way you can do as a parent, if you're here for your children, to get them to do it. Use whatever negotiation you need, right? I'm assuming that you will do nice things for the kids at some point, whether it's take them to the park, buy them sweets, take them soft play, whatever. For me, if I don't see Elijah taking his training seriously, learning the creed, I take away those things. Alright, no park today, yeah? No sweets next week, whatever. They soon learn the creed, yeah? And everything in our programme is research backed, studied, and it's proven that even children who are very young, 2, 3, 4 years old, the power of these affirmations is proven to help them later on in life. So things like saying no to drugs, yeah, they won't even know what that means as a young child, but it'll be in their subconscious for when they grow up and when they are offered these things. Okay, so please buy into the programme, get them to learn the creed. We should have every student saying that at the start of the class. And for our adults, in your welcome pack, there's an adult creed. And from January, we're going to be starting to make sure we implement that as well. So we'll open the class with our junior creed and our adult creed. And the adult creed, like the whole programme, is all about personal development, self-development, and trying to be better tomorrow than we are today. So who doesn't want to do that? Alright, thank you guys. We'll see you all this Thursday. And anything that you want a training video on, we'll get feedback from you guys. And what we can start to do is I'll set up a YouTube channel with a private access, and we'll just have video library of different techniques and different things, because this program gets a lot trickier. And if we don't have these foundations in place, they're going to fall over at the more complicated stuff. Alright, thanks very much for all your support. See you Thursday.